What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, just like yesterday, we did a Spurs offseason redo, and today we're doing that same thing here with the Toronto Raptors. We're going to be doing a Toronto Raptors offseason redo rebuild today. Let's get it. Before we get to today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. The goal is to get 30K before the end of the year, and obviously we're in the last month. We're like less than 500 away, so if you're not subscribed, it'd be greatly appreciated. When it comes to the Toronto Raptors, right now in real life, they are 11-10 on the season. I just think I want to go and have maybe just a little bit of a better offseason. Not saying the Raptors had like a terrible offseason. They should have done anything differently. But I'm just going to try to make it a little bit better today. And I kind of, like I said, I wanted to make this a series if you guys enjoy me redoing these offseasons. I think it's fun to kind of go back in time. Some teams will be more interesting. Obviously, if we get to the Jazz, what are you going to do with Mitchell and Gobert again? And then stuff like that. And then you got the Jalen Brunson on the Mavericks thing. Like, there's some interesting things, but I wanted to do Toronto because 11-10 on the season isn't all that great, but obviously they've dealt with some injuries as well with Siakam going down and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Draft lottery time. I don't even think the Raptors had their first round pick in this draft. I'm pretty sure it belongs to the Spurs. So this part's really not going to matter for us. Pistons get 1, Magic 2, Kings number 3. That's awesome for the Kings. I mean, the Kings have been a lot of fun to watch this year. So imagine if they got the 3rd overall pick and added a Jabari or something like that. That could have been a lot of fun for them. But regardless, if we go to fill this out real quick, that's what I'm going to do. And I think my number one goal here is to trade for a legitimate center this offseason. I know the Raptors love to run Siakam at the 5, but I would love to see if I can get like a legitimate big man to add to this roster. Just kind of put this team over the top. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more or more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to 500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on Prize Picks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. Their matching deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. So we're kind of taking a look around the league right now to see what kind of moves we could make. And I was kind of thinking about something for a second. I forgot how rumored or how interested or how rumored it was that the Raptors were maybe going to get Kevin Durant. So I could have turned that video into this, but I did a Kevin Durant Raptors rebuild like a long time ago. So I won't do that again. But I do have an idea for a couple centers in mind. So immediately kind of thought of like Jonas Valanciunas from the Pelicans. I think that could be a lot of fun. The other guy is like Jakob Poeltl from the Spurs, who once upon a time played for the Raptors. Obviously, he was moved into the DeMar DeRozan trade. So that could be fun as well, especially the Spurs going full rebuild mode like they did with Murray. And then another idea I kind of had before the Wizards re-signed Bradley Beal is maybe like a Porzingis, which could be honestly really cool because Porzingis right now in real life is playing great. But I think the best option in order to put this team in the best position possible would be to go get a Jakob Poeltl. I think it's going to be a lot cheaper than getting like a Porzingis here. So I am going to try to get Jakob Poeltl. I don't know why I said Porzingis, but I'm going to try to get Jakob Poeltl from the Spurs. I think that's going to be a really good addition to the team. Good rim protector, and he's had some really good games this year as well. So obviously what we're going to do, and I've already kind of planned ahead for this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Jakob Poeltl with Fred VanVleet at the 1, OG at the 2, Barnes at the 3, and Siakam at the 4, which moves Gary Trent Jr. as more of a 6-man, which I really do like him in that role a lot. So Kim Burst for Jakob Poeltl straight up, probably not going to be fair enough, obviously. Maybe like a Svi Mikhailuk, and then you throw in one of your first-round picks for Jakob Poeltl. I think that's more than fair, and I love that a lot for us. So we have Jakob Poeltl as our brand new center here in Toronto, which I love, and I think he's a legitimate starting big man. I think a lot of teams would love to have him. Now, we get into free agency. We don't have any draft picks, so let's just go straight to player options. So that's going to be my first move, is bringing in Jakob Poeltl. Now you have Achua, Malachi Flynn, and Delano Banton all coming back. Qualifying offers, you have David Johnson, Julian, and Yuta Watanabe, I think is how you say it, and he has been balling in Brooklyn, so it would make sense to maybe bring him back if you could. Free agency time, let's go see what we got going on here. So we got Chris Boucher, which he has been great this year, so I think it is very much needed that we re-sign him. So Chris Boucher off the bench for the Raptors is definitely going to be needed. I'm going to try not to renounce that he's young because they did keep him. I'll see, though. He's only a 77 overall. It might go down. We'll see. Let's see if we can sign anybody else. So, yeah, we do have money to sign maybe one more person. Obviously, they use this money on an Otto Porter, but maybe we could use it on someone else. So you have Fred VanVleet, Flynn, and Delano Banton as kind of some backup point guards who aren't all that great yet. You have Gary Trent Jr., who's going to be a really good six-man this year. Barnes at the 3, Siakam, Boucher, and then you have Achua. So we're good there. So we really just need a backup small forward or a shooting guard to kind of complete this. I see Isaiah Thomas. You got Lou Williams, who once upon a time played in Toronto for a little bit. Goran Dragic, I don't think he would want to come to Toronto. Obviously, it didn't work out the first time. You have like a Jeremy Lamb, a Terrence Ross, who also played in Toronto once upon a time. So there's some good options here. But I really like the idea of like a Caleb Martin. I think Caleb Martin would be really good off the bench here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him here. 2 years, $5 million. And let's see if he's accepting that. If he does, that'd be a great addition to the team. And that is fantastic. So now, not like a crazy offseason by any means, but I think it's just these small minimal moves that's going to make a world of difference. So I'm going to move Martin to small forward. And that's going to be great. So now we kind of have a brand new rotation. And there's still moves to be made, right? So we got Jakob Poeltl as our brand new center, reunited here in Toronto. Siakam, Boucher, Scotty Barnes, Caleb Martin. You got OG Gary Trent, and then Fred VanVleet. And then one of these two guys can hopefully develop into something. And there's still moves to be made if we need to. So maybe this team isn't a championship contender just yet. Fred VanVleet and Siakam are both going down, which isn't great to see. OG also going down, Chris Boucher, but that's kind of because I moved their position a little bit. Scotty Barnes developing, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, if there is a world where we have to, go to the left and trade Fred VanVleet and Siakam, maybe I do it. Usually I don't like to because Toronto Raptors fans are very passionate, and if you trade some of their players, they will let you know about it. But we're going to go ahead and see how the season's going to go. If it goes south, maybe we do make a trade, the trade deadline, a big one, and go a different direction with this roster. So Jokic wins MVP. Cade Cunningham is your rookie of the year. Kyrie Irving, six-man on the Spurs. Rudy Gobert, defensive player. Anthony Edwards, most improved. And Willie Green is your coach of the year. Dylan Shaw is your executive. So I will tell you, it's a very, very mediocre season out of us. It wasn't where I wanted to be at all. Unfortunately for us, we literally only finished up as a 10th or 9th seed in the East, I should say. So we got the 9th seed. Playing tournament, which kind of sucks. You had 20 from Fred VanVleet, 18 from Siakam, 18 from Gary Trent Jr. off the bench, which is nice. 15 from OG Anunoby, and then 14 from Barnes and 10 from Achua. So there is a chance I take this team in a different direction because obviously going 41 and 41, not really where we want to be as a roster. So hopefully maybe we can upset some people in the playoffs. I don't know. We'll see. I am going to go down to an 8-man rotation just to kind of see if that would fix anything. I don't know if it would, but we'll see. That's going to kick Martin out of it. I mean, everyone's on fire, which is good, but obviously doesn't mean anything if you lose here. So we get the Orlando Magic in round 1. We're low-key desperate to get out of here, and they have Zach LaVine on the Magic, which is interesting. So we're going to jump in and see if we can win this one and get out of the play-in tournament and get back to the playoffs and maybe have an 8-seed upset or something. So this is a one-game elimination here. I'm simcasting it because I'm desperate to get out of here, and we do beat them 114-118, 33-12 with Fred VanVleet. And now we get the Cleveland Cavaliers, who still have Colin Sexton. So Sexland is still alive. But let's go ahead and simcast this one as well. They want to give less minutes or more minutes, whatever they want to do. We'll see what it turns into. Simcasting again against Cleveland. We have to go to Cleveland in order to win this one. So let's see if we can do that. Going to be a tough matchup. Garland's a beast. Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, as we all know. But thankfully, they don't have Donovan Mitchell. That would probably make it even worse. But they probably wouldn't even be here if they did have Donovan Mitchell. It's a back and forth game, and we are going to lose 128-129 and get eliminated and not make the playoffs, which is honestly not good at all. It's just not really where you want to be as a Raptors roster. Cleveland went all the way to the East Conference Finals. I'm not saying we couldn't have done that, but man, that is super disappointing. But we got the Pelicans and the Celtics. We got the Pelicans going on to win a championship. So Iguodala retires a Raptor. That's going to be a big loss for us. Just kidding. I didn't even know he was on the team. But draft lottery time. We're projected the lottery pick. We're projected 13. I imagine we don't get lucky and go up to top 4, but that would be crazy if we did. We do have 14. So we didn't even, somebody might have jumped up from 14 and 1 or whatever. I don't even know who was there. But staff signing. I'm going to keep Nick Nurse. This is all filled out basically besides 2 positions. But yeah, we got some decisions to make, man. 41-41 is not going to cut it. So I'm not saying I'm about to blow this thing up, but we got to definitely make some type of big move, I would think. So instead of going for a full-on rebuild mode, I'm trying to go retool route here. We got DeJounte Murray on the Spurs, who's only making $17 million, which fits exactly what we kind of need. I don't know what this means for Fred VanVleet, but I have this 14th overall pick. I'm going to throw this 2024 in here as well, and my 2027. So basically kind of like a similar package that the Hawks offered to get Murray. So all this for Murray, they don't agree to it just yet. If I threw in like a, maybe a Chris Boucher, who's going to be a role player for us, but he would have to be in the trade. Maybe another second. They don't agree to it. I don't want to throw OG Anunoby in here. I guess I could throw my other first in here, but I'll throw Martin in here just in case, and they do agree. Just like that, we do walk away with DeJounte Murray, which is going to be pretty nice. So Murray now with Scotty Barnes, Siakam. We'll see what we do with Fred VanVleet. I want to keep OG, or we have OG. We're going to try to resign Gary Trent Jr. Jakob Poeltl have to resign as well. So I would honestly see a world where we do a sign and trade with Fred VanVleet, and then that might change, definitely our direction a little bit. But we'll see. So on draft night, I don't even know why I jumped in. I traded my 14th overall pick, so I don't have a pick here. Xavier Booker. I think I loaded the wrong draft class, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the Wembanyama draft class, but nothing I do about it now. So yes, I guess we skipped that year. Unless if I loaded it last year, I don't remember. Actually, I didn't. I'm stupid. So you got Scotty Barnes, qualifying offers, Lano Banton, David Johnson, and then free agency, you got Nikola Jokic, John Morant, and then you got like Fred VanVleet. So I am going to resign Jakob Poeltl, obviously. Actually, we have money here. We have money. We have a lot of money. RJ Barrett's here, Keldon Johnson, and you have like Joe Val, Miles Turner, Mitchell Robinson. Imagine I brought Joe Val back to Toronto. That could be interesting. So you have Murray, Malachi Flynn, you have OG, you have Scotty Barnes, you have Siakam. So Achua still is our backup, and then until Malachi Flynn could still develop into something. So Jokic obviously would be a dream scenario. I did get him yesterday. That would be funny if I got him again. Zion, Garland, Hero, Porzingis also could be a lot of fun. I think he could be definitely really good for us. We do need a really good center. So if I could offer Porzingis a contract, I guess I'm going to. I'm going to offer it to him. Why not? He has one offer, and that is from us. Porzingis would be an excellent addition, and yeah, that would be replacing Jakob Poeltl, but Porzingis, I think, would be well worth it. We are getting rid of Fred VanVleet in this situation and Gary Trent Jr., so that actually kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't want to renounce Gary Trent Jr. at the very least. Let's not go that route. I think that might be a terrible route. We're going to get rid of all of our depth, so let's not do that. I do want to bring back Gary Trent Jr. like really badly. I mean, he was a really good six man for us. So I am going to go ahead and offer him a deal. Going to take a lot of our money away, but I think he's worth it. And then hopefully Fred VanVleet, let's see how many offers he has. We need to offer Fred VanVleet a contract as well. We can't lose him for nothing. So I'm going to sign and trade Fred VanVleet, I think. And maybe we can do a sign and trade. So we're signing all three of these guys back. Sign and trade with Fred VanVleet. That way we don't lose him for nothing. And then is there anything else we can really do? We got Kevin Love, which I actually like the addition of Kevin Love potentially. So we'll see. But yeah, Fred VanVleet, sign and trade here. That way we can get something for him. Sign and trade Fred VanVleet over to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Lauri Markkanen. So Lauri Markkanen is going to be a brand new small forward for us, or a bench player, whatever it may be. But we also get a first round pick out of it. So I like that trade for us. So now you got Lauri Markkanen at the 3, backing up Scotty Barnes. So I like that a lot. Or you can move him back to power forward, whatever it may be. And we all know how good Markkanen has been this season. Not saying he'll be that here, but I like it. So Murray, Gary Trent, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, Siakam, Lauri Markkanen, and got Jakob Poeltl and Achua. Not bad, not bad. And then is there anything else we can do? I kind of like I said, I kind of like the addition of maybe a Kevin Love here. That could be really fun if we maybe move him to small forward, or move Markkanen back to small forward, and then Kevin Love could play the 4 or whatever. And then you got like Grant Williams as well. Osman. Give me Grant Williams. Give me Grant Williams. The Celtics don't want to give him a contract. I'll give him one. I'll move him to small forward, and I think he'd be phenomenal for us. And that is going to be my other signing. So just like that, Grant Williams, really good shooter off the bench. Gonna like that a lot for us. And hopefully, with all these moves we made, I'm not saying this is a championship route. Actually, we are kind of trying to win a championship, so hopefully that leads to that. We'll see how it goes. Let's go to player progression, and let's see how it's treating us. Anthony Gill, David Johnson, Lano Banton are all back. We got Murray up, Barnes is up, Siakam is up this year, Gary Trent Jr. is up, Preston Chua is up. So everyone's developing. Jakob Poeltl didn't go up at all, which maybe we trade for a different center at the deadline if things aren't working out. But I kind of like where we're at. I really do. I mean, we could have went and sold everything, but instead we went out and got Murray. And now it's time to see if this team could put it all together and win a championship. So Trae Young's going to win MVP, and not Luka Doncic this time. You got Xavier Booker winning Rookie of the Year on the Knicks. You got Christian Wood, 6th man for the Thunder. Defensive player goes to Giannis, and then Keegan Murray most improved on the Wizards, which is interesting. But yeah, we went 63-19. Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year, which is honestly phenomenal. This roster put it all together. We got a much better simulation last year. Went from 41-41 to 63-19. I'm imagining bringing in DeJounte Murray helped out that cause a lot. But Trae Young, Luka, LeBron, Giannis, Jokic. Do we have DeJounte? Yeah, DeJounte Murray making all NBA second team, and is honestly phenomenal for us. He's 20-10. So bringing him in made a world of difference. Obviously, I could have went for like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because he's the Toronto hero, but it's going to cost a lot to get him from Oklahoma City, and I don't think I really have the assets for it. So Ben Simmons, Murray, Giannis, Evan Mobley, Gobert, and then you got all defensive second team. So not bad at all, man. We will take a 63-19 record each and every day of the week. Player stats wise, he had 20 from Siakam, 20 from DeJounte, and 20 from Gary Trent Jr. off the bench. He's been a great six-man for us. Barnes with 19, 16 from OG, 12 from Lauri Markkanen, and 10 from Achua. So just a lot of scoring around, which we love. A lot of double-digit scores, and we got some guys that can give you 20 to 30 each and every night. So I honestly like this roster a lot, and I think it's no fluke that we went 63-19. This might lead to a championship for Toronto. So hopefully we have to deal with the Celtics, though, which I'm a little nervous about because Celtics, they got Kevin Love. They have Kevin Porter Jr. So, I mean, Jason Tatum is just kind of damn good. I mean, he might win MVP this year with the way the Celtics are playing right now. So I would not be surprised at all if we got upset here in round one. We're up 1-0, though. They even it up for us. Yeah, we're about to get upset, aren't we? Why are the Celtics the AC, bro? That's so annoying. We're about to lose here. Actually, we're going to a game 7. We're not done just yet. This is going to be a big game 7, though. It is in Toronto, which, you know, is... Oh, we've been running an 8-man rotation all year, I guess. I didn't even realize that. So who was on the outside? Grant Williams wasn't even getting minutes, I guess. 8-man rotations are, you know, for the win. I don't know. 8-man rotation here against Boston. Game 7. Need to win it. If we beat Boston here, I'm pretty confident we're going to a championship because Boston is no easy team. Like, if we can take care of this, don't let them back in it. I think we got it, and boom, we're winning game 7. Honestly thought for sure we were about to get 8th seeded here, but thankfully we beat them. Now I think our path is clear, and I think, well, I can't sleep on everybody. We still got to win. They're running Mitchell Robinson and Bam Adebayo together, which is a disaster. They have Kyle Lowry. They have Jimmy. So still a good Miami Heat roster, but hopefully we can just beat them. Simulate through game. We're up 1-0. Beat them by 13. 29-8 for Murray. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, they're up 2-1. Don't do this again to me. 3-1 again. Maybe we can come back and force a game 7 once again. And we're going to have to do that. Game 7 is going to have to be where we win, I guess. I mean, we're going to have to force a game, or we have to win game 6 to force a game 7. This is in Miami, simcasting it. Can we win this game 6? This would be a big win for us. Obviously, this is go home, win or go home territory now, and it looks like we're going to get upset, man. That's so unfortunate. 100-120. We had the roster that I thought was going to get it done, and we lose. I thought for sure once we beat Boston, the coast was clear. But no, that is not the case at all. I think we run it back one last year. Pistons going to win the championship, so maybe we wouldn't have beat Detroit anyway. But yeah, run it back one more year. I want to give up on that note. Let's run it back one last time, and you know, we'll live with the result. So Lowry's not going to matter to us, so we'll see kind of where we're at going into this next season. The last year of running it back, we went 57-25 this time around. We're able to re-sign everybody. The roster is practically the same. DeJounte makes an all-defensive second team. We're the first seed in the East again. Player stats wise, you had 19, 21. Gary Trent Jr. is leading the way now as our 6th man, 16 from Barnes, 16 from Siakam. So yeah, obviously, like I said, this is our time to win a championship. If we can't get it done, then it's just not going to happen. The Celtics aren't even here, which is kind of good that we don't have to worry about them, I guess. But now we have to deal with Garland, Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Fred VanVleet. We traded, oh man, Fred VanVleet come. Is Fred VanVleet about to get his revenge here? Let's see. I'm just gonna click simulate current round. I'm gonna live with the results. So we get 8th seeded here. It's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. Simulate current round, and we beat them before. Okay, thankfully we don't have to, you know, deal with being 8th seeded. We beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now we have to play the Nets, who got Desmond Bane. They have Ben Simmons and Kevin Durant. So, and Cameron Thomas, who's a 6th man off their bench now at an 8-3 overall. So pretty good roster in Brooklyn, but I like ours better. We'll click simulate current round again and live with the results, and we beat them in 5. Okay, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. Get to play the Hawks. We got Kevin Huerter still there, Trae Young, Collins, Capella, and Kongwu. I'm going to go game by game with this one. They're up 1-0. They beat us by 1. That's tough. We win game 2, though. They're up 2-1. Even it up, please. There we go. Game 5, a big one. We allow them to win it. This is going to be a big game 6, man. If we can't beat them here, we are going home and not winning a championship in this video. So hopefully we can beat the Hawks here. Like I said, we are living with the results no matter what happened. Come on, baby. Win this game 6. Force a game 7. And I believe in us to win this game 7. And I think we got it. Oh, that was close. But we do beat them by 6. All right, man. Game 7 in Toronto. This is going to be a big one. We got to win this one in order to get to the finals. Can we do it? Trae Young and the Hawks. DeJounte Murray and Trae Young. Teammates in real life, but enemies here. We take the lead back. Keep it. Keep the lead. Keep the lead. No, we're letting them run away with it. We are going to lose 110-115 in the game 7 of our lives. That's so irritating. Cat Trae Young. And that is how the video is going to end. So we have the Hawks, or no, Timberwolves going on to win the championship. But that was my Raptors offseason redo. Let me know what you guys think of it. Getting Jakob Poeltl, then I think that was basically all we did. I think we did something else, I can't remember. Then eventually traded for DeJounte Murray. pretty good team that we put together here, but unfortunately comes up short in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Just kidding. I ran it back another year. We are back here for another run. I want to try to win a championship, which is the ultimate goal. We ended off on a just terrible note where we lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go back again. Hopefully we don't lose to Cleveland. They have Red Elite starting over Garland. We'll see how this goes. Somebody current round against them. We are going to beat them in 4. That's a great start. I'm feeling the energy. I think we're going to win this. We have to... Okay, the Magic have a pretty good roster as well. Somebody current round against them, and we beat them in 7. W. And now we get the Atlanta Hawks, who beat us last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. This time around, we beat them. Somebody current round. We beat them in 4. That's what I'm talking about. DeJounte Murray, Finals MVP, and now we get the Denver Nuggets. So we are in the finals. Actually, I clicked somebody current round, but hopefully win. There we go. Game 5 goes to us, right? Let's go, baby. Win in 6. Game 7 in Denver. This is going to be in Toronto. I'm running 8-man rotation. That was working for us earlier. So let's go 8-man rotation with this roster. And real quickly, I forgot to show the player stats. So let me do that real quick. Player stats for this season. Yeah, 19, 22, 19, 19, 14, 10. And then playoff stats. I'm curious actually what that's looking like. You have DeJounte Murray averaging 23. Barnes with 22. 19, 16. W. All right. Game 7. We run an 8-man rotation here. We are not done yet. Let's come out here. Let's beat the Nuggets and win a championship. Come on, Toronto. Let's go, baby. Win another one. We can win another one this time without Kawhi. Let's go, baby. We got the lead. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Oh, my goodness. Please, please don't choke. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 21, 13, and 8 from DeJounte Murray. And just like that, we have won a championship to end off this video, actually. So that is how this video will end, not on a terrible note in these conference finals. So thank you guys for watching. I wanted to run it back one more year. I just felt sour, and I realized that I didn't even record the video that long. I thought it was longer than it was shorter than I expected. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let's go more. Why are we ending on 20 minutes? So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.